Topic today, we're talking about University of Toronto. Last week on Wednesday, the University of Toronto said, through their president, Merrick Gertler, who wrote an article in the Globe and Mail, that the University of Toronto has rejected, and he has rejected, the IRA definition of anti-Semitism that has been used by hundreds of institutions all over the world and governments to fight and identify anti-Semitism. The Jewish community has donated millions of dollars to University of Toronto. This announcement by Merrick Gertler has been met by celebrations from the BDS. The Palestinian Authority representative to Canada, early this morning, she tweeted out her support for Gertler's position and condemning Israel. There's the meme on the screen. How did this come about? Merrick Gertler, apparently in November, went on a trip to Ramallah. In Ramallah, he met with the Canadian representative to the Palestinian Authority, David Del Silva. He took a photo with him there. David Del Silva has a history of promoting anti-Semitic tropes. In fact, just before Christmas, David Del Silva, on his Twitter account, posted a meme, posted a vicious meme, accusing Israel with a picture of Santa in chains, being prevented by the security wall from entering into Bethlehem. What this meme, what the message behind the meme is that Israel and the Jewish people have criminalized Christmas. This is another blood libel of many that's circulating on the internet right now. The Palestinian Authority representative to Canada, she's been tweeting out similar memes. And all kinds of BDS organizations have been tweeting out all sorts of memes as well, accusing Israel and the Jews, in quotations, the Zionists, of stopping Christmas. Merrick Gertler, apparently in November, went on a trip to Ramallah. In Ramallah, he met with the Canadian representative to the Palestinian Authority, David Del Silva. He took a photo with him there. David Del Silva has a history of promoting anti-Semitic tropes. In fact, just before Christmas, David Del Silva, on his Twitter account, posted a meme, posted a vicious meme, accusing Israel with a picture of Santa in chains, being prevented by the security wall from entering into Bethlehem. What this meme, what the message behind the meme is that Israel and the Jewish people have criminalized Christmas. This is another blood libel of many that's circulating on the internet right now. The Palestinian Authority representative to Canada, she's been tweeting out similar memes. And all kinds of BDS organizations have been tweeting out all sorts of memes as well, accusing Israel and the Jews, in quotations, the Zionists, of stopping Christmas. Some are going so far to say it's the Zionists who killed Jesus. Some are going so far to say it's the Zionists who killed Jesus. They go on with their nonsense, their lie. Jesus was a Palestinian. The truth is, Jesus was a Jew. He was born in, and they're not even historically accurate, the BDS, any of them. He was a Jew who was born, according to the Christian New Testament, in Bethlehem, which is in Judea. That's a quote. Just over a year ago, Gerald Schwartz and Heather Reisman donated over $100 million to the University of Toronto. There are others who have given a lot of money to the University of Toronto. We're listing some of the families who have given millions of dollars to University of Toronto. Because from the president down, they're accepting anti-Semitism and accepting the BDS and embracing the BDS. And BDS organizations are empowered on campus. We're calling on the Jewish community in Canada to cease giving donations to University of Toronto. You're actually enabling anti-Semitism by doing such. Just over a year ago, November 2021, University of Toronto Scarborough Campus Student Union passed a resolution calling for a ban on kosher food produced by pro-Israel companies. Can you believe this? And what was the action taken by Merrick Gertler? He said he was deeply troubled by that motion that was passed. He was deeply troubled. I'm deeply troubled that any Jew would contribute any money to University of Toronto. We don't want his sympathy, and it's not sympathy, because when you start hanging out with those who are spreading blood libels against the Jewish people and promoting that Israel has no right to exist, and Israel should be destroyed, and Jews on campus should be targeted, you're not a friend of the Jewish people. We have some video that we could show of Heather Reisman, in fact, being presented with an honorary degree by University of Toronto by Merrick Gertler. This is not an honor to receive anything from him. It's not an honor at all. It's disgrace.
Ms. Reisman and her husband are exceptionally generous supporters of the University of Toronto, and she has served as advisor for numerous faculties and strategic initiatives. The university recognized her volunteer service with the Arbor Award in 1995. As the newest member of the University of Toronto alumni, Dr. Reisman, I extend warmest congratulations on behalf of the entire U of T community.
And for Heather Reisman to be overjoyed receiving this honorary degree from an anti-Semite and an anti-Semitic enabler, Merrick Gertler. We're just finishing Hanukkah, the victory of the Maccabees. And back then we had Jews, Hellenists, who joined with the Greek enemy, trying to get their favor, doing whatever it takes to fit in. We have to call out those members of our Jewish community and say, no, stop. Do not fund. You're not going to get honors from us in the Jewish community if you're funding or enabling anti-Semitism. That's exactly what's going on right now. I want people, our supporters, help us reach those Jewish donors in our community and give them the information so that they make a strong statement to reject the University of Toronto and to stop giving funds, any support to the University of Toronto. I can't urge you stronger enough. Please reach out to us. Send us an email. Go on our website, israelnow.ca, and contact us. Help us. Help us on our mission right now to convince the Jewish community to no longer financially support the University of Toronto, to cease and desist your donations. There are other causes. And I have to emphasize again, every dollar you're giving to University of Toronto is enabling anti-Semitism. We don't need it. We don't need that. We asked the doctor in the studio, are there any other memes to show? You see that kosher food becomes a BDS flash? Yeah. That's what's going on there.
It's very interesting if you go look at what countries have actually endorsed the IRA definition. I mean, we're talking, the University of Toronto won't do it, but yet Albania, Argentina, Bahrain, Bulgaria, Canada, Cyprus. I mean, how can the university president whose mother survived the Holocaust, who's from Czechoslovakia, have the nerve to not endorse the definition? You know who else does not endorse the definition? Here's a couple of lists. Americans for Peace Now, these Jewish organizations, J Street, Israel Now, Reform Judaism, Human Rights Watch. These are in bed with Black Lives Matter, with Palestinian activists. Mayor,
I should point out as well, one more thing to point out, is that this Canadian rep to the Palestinian Authority, David Del Silva, who had the meeting in Ramallah with Merrick Gertler, if you go on to his Twitter account, you look who he follows. Now, he follows a lot of people from the top. I looked at least the initial 20. He follows so many BDS organizations that are in Canada that are rabid anti-Semites. He follows them. He follows so-called Palestinian artists that come up with these memes that are anti-Semitic. He follows them. That's where he gets the meme from, accusing Israel and the Jewish people of criminalizing Santa Claus. The Canadian rep to the PA before him even had some problems meeting with those who were accused of being involved in serious terrorism as well. So he's not a friend of the Jewish people, and Gertler meeting with him and smiling. And like you mentioned, his mother was a survivor of the Holocaust, is abominable, unconscionable. Basically, the IRA definition of anti-Semitism, it says that Israel should not be held to a standard different than any other country in the entire world. Criticism is fine, but it's not criticism. When your main point is that Israel should be destroyed, Jews who support Israel should be attacked, that's not criticism. That's incitement to genocide against the Jewish people. That's what it is. And that is what Merrick Gertler is embracing from now on. So cut the nonsense and cease and desist to provide financial support to the University of Toronto. Join our campaign. We're going to work very hard at this. I'm going to try my best to meet with Gerald Schwartz and Heather Reisman, to meet with the Tenenbaums, to meet with all philanthropists from our community that have been giving generously to University of Toronto. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to work hard. I want you to work hard as well. I want you to join our campaign. Please get involved with us. And also, we could use some donations as well. Go on our website, israelnow.ca, make a donation. We need to do the hard work.
University of Toronto has become a known hotbed for anti-Semitic Palestinian activists, BDS supporting students, as well as professors. Just go to the Canary Mission page and see how many students and professors from Canada are blatant anti-Semites, and yet they're allowed to get away with it. And I'm all in favor of freedom of speech, but you got to give both sides of the issue. And by blocking the definition, so Jewish students no longer feel safe on campus. We've been told this. Both undergraduate and graduate level student organizations have endorsed BDS, but they've rejected the IRA definition. They threaten the well-being of Jewish students. Attempts to ban kosher food on campus are ongoing. How does that help the pseudo-Palestinian fake-Palestinian cause by not allowing kosher food on campus? President Gertler recently met in Ramallah, like we discussed, with anti-Israel activists, including Canadian representative to the Palestinian Authority, David De Silva. De Silva spreads anti-Semitic lies and insinuates that Jews and the state of Israel have shackled and criminalized the celebration of Christmas, while in reality, if you go to Israel right now, you have Muslim symbols, you have Christmas trees, you have menorahs. You go to Haifa, the main square in Haifa, and they're giving equal time, equal footage, and equal forum to Jews, Christian, Muslims, Baha'is, gays, straights, and yet the University of Toronto won't even accept the basic definition of what anti-Semitism is. While De Silva spreads anti-Semitic lies and insinuates that Jews and the state of Israel have shackled and criminalized Christmas. Shortly after the rendezvous in Ramallah is when Gertler first officially rejected the definition. Why? So vicious Jew haters and Israel bashers are given a forum to spread their racist doctrine. Mayor, have the last word, and then I'm going to play Hatikva.
As long as I'm here, I'm going to fight the fight, and I'm going to call on supporters to join me fighting the fight. This is a fight we have to do right now about University of Toronto. We have a lot of work to do. Again, go on our website, send us an email, get involved with us, send us a donation, israelnow.ca, get involved. Thank you very much, and please share this.
יש יהודי